Alright, everyone, welcome back. We have our ingredients in the microwave are all nice and melted. The chocolate's melted. It's all nice and smooth. When you first put it in for the first minute and you stir it, it looks like nothing's happening, but just keep stirring and keep taking it out of the microwave, and eventually it will melt down and be nice and smooth like that. So we're going to go ahead and start the next phase of the recipe, and this is going to involve the ceramic pot and also our quick cooker. So when you purchase the quick cooker, this is what it looks like, and it's so cool because it makes noises when you take the lid off and on. But it comes with the inside metal pot that you can use to make a lot of your recipes in. There's just some other recipes that you need additional items for. So for this one, you will need the wire rack, which will go inside that metal pot, and then you will need the ceramic pot, which comes with the rack here to be able to get it out easily, along with the silicone lid. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to put the rack in the bottom there, so we already have it ready for us. So what we're going to do is proceed with the recipe. We're going to whisk together our egg yolks that we have in our prep bowls and our egg white. And I'm going to grab another mix and scrape. I got a bunch of egg yolks in there. I want to get them all out. Okay. And so then we're going to add a third of a cup of our sugar, again using our Petite Easy Read Measure All. Again, the good thing about that is you can get every single bit of your ingredients out of your measuring cup, especially if you have something that's sticky. So what we're going to do is then add in our salt, which we need a quarter of a teaspoon. So just adjust that on our adjustable measuring spoon. Add that in there, and then we also need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And if I try, I'm doing a recipe and I need to measure something with a teaspoon, and I need it dry and a wet item at the same time, I just try to do the dry item first, and that way you can just use one measuring spoon. What we're going to do is go ahead and just mix these together right here in the ceramic pot. So again, this is just your egg yolks, your egg, your sugar, and your vanilla, and your salt. So just whisk those until they're nice and combined. And then what we're going to do, I took the lid off of the chocolate mixture just to kind of let it cool a little bit so it wouldn't be so super hot. But what we're going to do is slowly pour in the chocolate mixture into our eggs. So it's called tempering, and so what you're trying not to do is to make chocolate scrambled eggs, which if you pour just a bunch of hot liquid into raw eggs, you would just have chocolate scrambled eggs. So just start with a little bit to get the temperature of the eggs heated up a little bit. You can also notice, if you did notice before, I had the eggs sitting out, so they were a little closer to room temperature, not super cold out of the fridge. So we're just going to add another little bit, mix that in, and then once that's in there, we should be able to just pour the rest of the mix in and be good. Doesn't look like I see any scrambled eggs in there so far, so they're looking good. So I'm just going to pour the rest in. There's a couple little bits of chocolate there that weren't all the way melted, but that's okay. So just sit aside our small batter bowl. So here we have our ceramic pot with our pudding all nice and whisked together. And so what we're going to do now is add on or put on the stretch and fit lid, which comes with the ceramic pot. Got to kind of like finagle it around the little, there you go, the little holder here. Put believe me, that'll definitely be useful when trying to get it out of the quick cooker. So what we're going to do is now we have already placed the rack. Turning on my oven. It's not good. We already have the rack placed inside the quick cooker. So now what we're going to do, again using our measure-all cup, add 1.5 cups of water to that pot. And then what we're going to do is just place the ceramic pot onto the rack inside the quick cooker. And you can see the handles can go down or up. I'm going to put them in and place them in the up position. That way when I go to retrieve it and pull it out, it'll be easier. Because if not, they'll be down and you can't touch them or you can't get them out. So we're going to place that into the quick cooker. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put on the lid, which at first it took me a little bit to like get it lined up right, but then I found out it makes noises when you line it up correctly. So which I thought was really fun. I get amused but easily. So what we're going to do then is just lock the lid, which we did, which that sound confirms that it's locked. And then we're just going to go ahead and press the dessert setting. Turning our buttons here. You see there's quite a few settings that it'll go through. And now we're at dessert. And now what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and adjust the times. We're going to hit the time button. We want it down to 38 minutes. And then we're just going to press start. So that's going to go and that'll cook. Once it's done at 38 minutes, we're just going to hit the cancel button. And that'll allow the pressure to release. There's the quick release button here on the top. If you press it, it will open the valve to allow the pressure to release quickly. But once that's cooked for 38 minutes, we're going to take it out, let it cool completely, then cover it with saran wrap, and then pop it in the fridge for at least 3 hours. In our case, we're going to do it overnight and come back and tomorrow have another quick recipe for dinner and see the final